I'm not fucking around. Picking. I know a lot of my exercise has been focusing a lot on the left-hand techniques, you know, the legato, exercises of that nature, but I'm gonna do one for Magnus in Norway. I gotta visit there one day. On right hand, picking. Your right hand is probably just a smidgen harder to get under, you know, under your belt than it is with the left hand. Left hand, eventually you'll just get, you know, legato all the way, but you got to be able to pick still. So first, let's go off on how to hold the pick. Now I have here a .88 millimeter Dunlop Tortex pick. I normally use 1 millimeter, but I can't find one in this excessively messy room of mine. So you want your pick to be able to be balanced on your index finger, like so. Alright, I'll have a shot of that in a second. Just wait for it. There you go. Alright. You want to have your pick nice and balanced on your index finger. The way I originally learned was simply to have my pick perfectly straight right there on the last little knuckle of your index and wrap your thumb over that and hold it like that. So you realize that he had me holding my hand tight as possible, the person I watched and learned from. So I sort of developed my own little idea when it comes to holding the pick. One of the important things is to sort of make an X with your index and thumb. Because, you know, if you get your index fully in, it won't be supporting the pick too much. The next little tip is make a circle. Like, that is the most awesome thing you can do. Make a circle or an oval so you can look through it and like look through the crowd and see your fans and all the girls waving and whoever got their shirt off next. Or you can just put your pick there and you will have, that's the optimal amount of space you kind of want. You don't want it to be too tight because you won't be able to move. You got to be a little loose. You don't want to keep your muscles that tense. And also, but you don't want it to be too far out either, because then you can't have any control. You can't. You don't want to do that. Anyway, so those are a couple tips. The next one is keep the edge of your pick as closest to you as possible without actually, going past a few millimeters. 3 or 4 maybe. I'm not too big on a metric system here in Chicago, but I know that's a. If you put your pick out too far, you won't have enough control over it, and it'll sort of be flopping, like this. Whereas if you have it here, it's nice and sturdy, you get some real control, it's actually not really moving at all. But you have absolute control over that. The other thing is, like I said, you don't want to hold it too tight, you also don't want to have it too loose where it can just flop out of your hand, Damn it, I gotta pick it up. You want to have it a nice, comfortable grip on it. Another reason for keeping your hand at that certain distance, once you get to a point where you start doing pinch harmonics, as you can see here, I'm able to do pinch harmonics both upstrokes and downstrokes. However, depending on how far your pick is out, you'll be able to not only get the harmonics, but get it whenever you want, because you will easily just a slight hand movement, and you will have the harmonics. So you can really just go from do that. I'm not a pro or anything, it's just a little word of advice. But yeah, make sure you keep that oval going, and make sure you hold your pick nice and sturdy, and yeah, do that. Get that underway and start speeding up.